So what we're going to do here is investigate a deadout. This is a colony that's been dead for a while, and I've just kind of been ignoring going into it and stuff like that. But where I'm going to start is on the outside. You can see there's a lot of dead bees on the ground on the outside. My suspicion is that this was a fall requeen, and I think that the requeen had failed and I didn't catch it in time in the fall. And but anyway, a lot of dead bees on the ground outside. I think some of that is actually from well, let's just see here. Well, no, they're all intact. They're whole, which is curious. They're whole and they're intact. They're not like in parts or anything like that. They're full bodies and things, which could be one of two things. That I kind of doubt there was no shrews then, because shrews typically would chew them up and chew their abdomens off and stuff like that. So those are bees that were somehow came off of the bottom board, and I don't know if that's I doubt it was a mouse that would have carried those out or dug those out or scraped those out of there like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and kind of see what we got here. So this had a feeder in it. I pulled the feeder out and just kind of working through here. There's honey. All right, I'm just going to kind of work my way over. Some honey there, a little bit, not much. Not much. This had a patty on top at one point. That one is an empty. It's an empty. Debris. Some dead bees in the head first in the cells, but you notice that there's not like there's a cluster of bees here. And I'm kind of looking at, see if I can zoom in, look at some of these cells a little closer. Just kind of looking down in the cells to see what I can see. I see debris. I'm just kind of looking for mite frass and stuff like that. These had been mite tested just right before winter, and they were low on mites. You can see some mold and stuff forming in there now from having sat for a little while. Next frame over. Just curious here. Let's see something else on this. So bees kind of clustered down in there. Not many bees in here though. Small cluster bees. Small cluster bees. Small cluster bees. Small cluster bees. I'm just kind of looking. There wasn't much of a cluster. Now look at this though. This is curious. Queen cell that was open in the bottom. Interesting. Very curious. You know, it's possible, like I mentioned, was requeening in the fall, and my suspicion was I had a queen that didn't take. You can see this has got honey, and it's got syrup in there, and there's a little bit of bees over here, but not much. This side, which is adjacent to where that queen cell is, there's syrup in some of these cells. Just a small cluster of bees down there. All right. Work this out. Yeah, honey. Honey in there, syrup in the bottom. The separate box, that's pretty much full frame honey and syrup. And this is an empty on the outside. There isn't a lot of bees in here in these frames that they go through. There wasn't a lot of bees in there. And I don't know what there is out here on the ground. I mean, it's not like there's pounds of bees out here either. So a pretty small colony, judging from what I'm seeing there. Let's see if we can pop this box off. And one of the reasons this one was here, so it was too small to go west. This was in a story and a half. That box is plenty heavy. I'm just going to set it off to the side here for now. Alright, let's get down here. See what kind of mess we got. Alright. Bees are intact. Not a lot of bees though. This is in a medium here. Some of this is wire wax foundation. Some of this is one-piece plastic, like right there. These wire wax frames I know would be probably old now. They're probably, well, let's see here. I gotta work on this better than what I'm doing. Kind of have a mess here. I'm trying to do this one hand, and I got a finger that's boggled up too here that I crushed in a machine of ours. Well, that's just an empty. There ain't nothing there. And as I can kind of start working through this, I know this box is light. So, nothing. Empty, see? Nothing. Those are just totally empty frames on the bottom. Which, you know, really, in these story-and-a-half colonies, would not be totally uncommon going into winter. They usually would like to have had some pollen and stuff down there, but this is totally empty, and there ain't crap for bees in here either. So I am reasonably convinced this hive was queenless. These would have been requeened late in the fall, and for whatever reason I didn't catch it. And I see there was a capped queen cell. It looked like it had opened up. There's actually 2 queen cells in this upper box in the deep. One opened on the bottom and the other one broke. So they had been trying to raise out a queen for sure, and who knows, my replacement queen must not have worked. They tried raising one, that didn't work, or something happened, and this colony is just way too small going into winter. So you can see here on the bottom board, and that's not much for bees, you know. I'm gonna guess here, looking at what's in the bottom board, what's on the ground, what was up in the frames, there ain't much more than, I'm going to say there ain't much more than probably 1.5 pounds of bees here. Maybe a 1.5 pounds of bees. There ain't much. There ain't much for bees, and there's some crud that had melted and come down through. That was part of a winter patty that had come down through. So, my suspicion is this colony went queenless. The dumb beekeeper, who's me, didn't pay attention, and so they were queenless, and they had tried to either supersede or replace. So either one, either they're queenless and they're trying to raise out a queen, or they were trying to supersede. Something happened to that queen that I had installed in this hive, and it didn't work out, and population was crummy. And so they just didn't have thermal mass to make it. I know this colony, I know for a fact this has been dead since early December. I just haven't gotten into it to look at it. I've just been ignoring it pretty much because I knew it was dead. So, and that would kind of line up to that they had queen problems. And it is amazing, actually. There's no mouse guarding on these, and I can see out here in the grass and stuff around here that there's evidence that mice are running around, but they didn't get into this and tear it up, which is lucky, I guess. So in any event, clean her up. Got some stuff for next round of bees in this. Well, it's a split or whatever I put in here, and we'll give her another go. Be smarter next time.